Drew Lock, Cortland Sutton back to work on Wednesday, looking to get the Broncos offense right. Meanwhile, on defense, a vet day for Von Miller and an unexpected sighting in the secondary. Hello, I'm Phil Milani. Thank you for joining us for our Broncos camp daily recap. Just one more training camp practice to go here at UC Health Training Center. The Broncos will wrap things up on Friday night at Empower Field at Mile High. Another stadium practice, but this time under the lights. Head coach Vic Fangio wants to simulate what things might feel like for that season opener. He said the structure will be similar to what we saw last Saturday, but hey, how about a stronger showing from the offense? Here's what Fangio said he wants to see from Drew Lock before facing the Titans.
Just to keep mastering his position within the offense, and I think it'll become time now to where, we need to talk to him and see what he's most comfortable with, what he's not comfortable with, because the game is approaching, as we all know. So, we got to tailor it to him, at the same point, him pushing through stuff that we think is important that maybe he doesn't feel as comfortable with now.
Let's bring in Aric DiLalla now. And Aric, how do you feel like this offense will fit what Drew Lock likes to do?
Yeah, Phil, you look at what Pat Shurmur has done at some of his previous stops. A lot of play action, a lot of getting the quarterback out of the pocket on the run. Those are things that Drew Lock does well. We saw him make some big completions to Cortland Sutton, Noah Fant last season, doing those types of things. But, hey, listen, the run game is what's going to be really important here in the first couple weeks of the season. And why wouldn't you rely on it after you added Melvin Gordon there, a Pro Bowl running back? You already have Phillip, Lindsay. Royce Freeman, it seems like, is a good third option. And the Tennessee Titans, when you play them in week one, they're going to lean on the run with Derrick Henry. Could be a defensive battle. So while I know everybody wants to see Drew Lock open up the playbook and throw it deep to Cortland Sutton, look for Jerry Jeudy. It might be the smart thing here to let Melvin Gordon, let Phillip Lindsay carry the rock, rely on your defense, and try to get a win here in week one.
Yeah, so much off-season hype with the guys the Broncos have brought in. But, Phillip Lindsay agrees with you, Aric. He says we might see some old-school football early on.
It's about the running game. It's about getting your linemen involved. It opens up the passing game. That's, other than the Chiefs, everybody else that wants to get to the playoffs, it's about running the ball. So you do got to establish that. And the easiest thing to do is establish a run game early to help Drew out. Drew's going to be fine. Our offense is going to be fine. The receivers are going to do great. But like I said, if we can take pressure off him, get them DBs, get them linebackers in the box, then it's going to be so much easier for Drew to do what he has to do.
Sidney Jones joins us now, and it's time to talk about the other side of the ball. Sidney, on Wednesday, Bradley Chubb got another rest day, and it was a vet day for Von Miller.
Yeah, Phil, and it allowed some of those outside linebackers behind Von Miller and Bradley Chubb to kind of prove themselves, and one of those being Malik Reed. He went undrafted last year, started, I think, 8 games and had a couple of sacks, and he feels ready to improve on those numbers this year. He worked with a nutritionist this offseason and added a couple pounds and feels that he's in better shape this year.
Yeah, some valuable reps for those guys here on Wednesday. Malik Reed met the media and said that, there's some areas of his game that he feels like he's ready to take that jump.
I feel like just in the understanding of the defense, really. Because last year I feel like I was, trying to, learn it on the fly, each and every week, against different teams. We did different things in our defense. So just like having an understanding of football, like, understanding NFL football, which is different from college, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's where I took, some of the biggest steps and just understand what we need to do in the defense and how to, be aggressive in our defense as well. I feel like that's a big step that I've taken this year personally.
Finally, on Wednesday, Asang Bassi, the undrafted cornerback out of Wake Forest, was playing nickel cornerback with the Broncos' top unit. Fangio said that it was a test to see how he would do. He could become the next undrafted player in a long list of Broncos to make the final 53-man roster. All right, that's going to do it for us. For Aric DiLalla and Sidney Jones, I'm Phil Milani. Thanks for watching our Broncos Camp Daily Recap.